So today I'm going to majorly share with you more about brooding, how to take care of the young chicks. Because this project, majorly everything starts from brooding. If you fail to brood, then the whole project has failed. Yeah, so there are a few things which I'm going to be sharing with you. Then we shall get a brooder house for really practicals. You see how the real thing works out. Yeah. So when the chicks arrive, there are things that we do which I already shared with you. Organize the brooder, and when the chicks come, you keep checking them. Are they healthy? Are they strong? If they are not strong, immediately you put them in the brooder. They should take some multivitamins. So I have here the multivitamins which we use. This is a chick start. A chick start, we give it to give these birds, these chicks when they arrive, energy. Yeah, strength, yes. It is like glucose. So we give them, it has different vitamins as you see. But these ones all, they give what? They give the chicks energy to start being active. Then there is also a chick formula. This chick formula, I give it, we give this chick formula to the chicks because it has some tetracycline in it. So this tetracycline is an antibiotic. In case the chicks came with any infection from the hatchery, where they hatch it. So this tetracycline helps to clear any infection, maybe if they came with it from the hatchery. So the chicks keep moving on well. So this chick formula is really good. I recommend any broiler farmer to just have it. Yeah, so it is found in any vet shop. So what we do a combination. We get this 1 spoon and also this 1 spoon, and we put in 10 liter. Then we give of water. Then we give the chicks. But also you can only use this alone without that, or you can use this alone without this one. But for me here, I just combine all and then we give. Yes.
So in most cases, if your chicks have arrived, it is better to even give them without even saying that let me first study all of them and see which one is lacking.
Immediately, this is like a booster, energy booster for them. Yeah, when they come, maybe they have traveled a long distance, so you find in that box they are weak. So immediately you put in the brooder house, you should have what?
Booster.
To give them. Then of course we have, when the chicks also arrive, we have this. This is our digital weighing scale. It is simple, you can find it anywhere. They sell them. So this digital weighing scale, when your chicks come, you need to know the weight of your chicks when they come at the farm. There are those chicks which are underweight and there are those which are good. So when you weigh and your chicks are like 45 grams, those are really good chicks. But if you weigh and they are 30 grams, you need to alarm very fast. Those are really bad chicks. They will not perform well. Or if they grow, they can grow, but they will not add the body. They will be just these small broilers. So it is also a good one for you to have it at your farm. You just put anything here, and it just starts weighing. For example, now these are 9.7 grams. So when you remove, it is just automatic. Yeah, and of course, records are also important. When you look at this book, you come closer. When you look at this book, we have days, meaning the days the chicks have spent at the farm, the weight, and the mortalities, and the balance of the chicks. So, on day 1, you find that the grams were 45 grams. We didn't lose any chick, that is mortality, and the birds, the total was 510. So on day 2, we have not yet weighed, but we are going to weigh. But we've got one mortality, like one chick died. So they remain 509. So this is like a tracker to help you know how many birds have died, how many are you remaining with, for purposes of you being what? Organized and understand what you have. So these are all things which, when you're brooding, you have to put in action. Yeah. Otherwise, let us go in the brood house. Then you see, for us, we brood in one of our room here in the house, because you see the weather. The weather is really not friendly. So if you put in the other open house, you will use almost 3 sacks of charcoal. But when it is in an enclosed room, you really use few, like maybe a half a sack. Yes. Yeah. So if there is no other question, we just go in the brooder for practicals.
So far, everything is moving well.
Yeah. Okay. Let's pause it. So, this is our brooder house, as you can see. A brooder house is made in a circle format. Yeah? It's made in a circular format, so that when the birds are moving, they don't what? Collect in one corner. Okay? If we leave that place to be like a really corner, you will find that those chicks even kill themselves. They will all run in that one corner. You get? So the best is you have to get maybe those papers or some plywoods, and you make sure that you do a circular brooder house. Yes, of course, we also need this pot as your source of meat. These chicks, when they arrive, you're the mother now. They don't have their mother. You just hatch them in the hatchery, and then you become their mother, their father, take care of them. So that's why you need this pot to give them some heat. So we shall put heat for them for like 5 days.
So they are in Sharia for 5 days?
Yes, they are going to be here for a week before we transfer them to the outside. After 1 week, they will be able to stay in any weather. Either rainy season or dry season, they will be able to now survive by their own self. And then the other thing is...
so what if you don't have the last shed yet, but you just want to do it in a room like this? They can still stay.
No. And these birds, they are not good to stay in an enclosed house for long. Why? They are going to get respiratory sickness. This room is not well aerated. There is no any space for air to escape. So they are just enjoying this place because they are young. But when they reach up 1 week, they are going to also start releasing some gas. That gas is called ammonia. It comes usually from their droppings. From their droppings. So when it is this size, when it is this size, it just enjoys this room. But once they make 1 week, they start releasing what? Ammonia gas, which comes from their droppings, and also even themselves. They release some heat from their bodies. There is a way how God has created them.
It's like when you stay for 3 days, that's there's that heat.
There is that heat. So these chicks, after 1 week, they need to go in their main house where there is freshness. If you leave them here, they are going to start getting those infections like cough, coccidiosis, and so many other things. Yeah. Then of course, these peppers, these are the brooder peppers. We cover them for the 3 days, then we shall remove. Down here we have wood shavings. So after 3 days, we shall remove these peppers, then they be on the wood shavings. Why do we do like that? These chicks, when they come, they don't know the difference between food and and food, between food and what? The wood shavings. So that's why we make sure we put what? These peppers. Then of course it's food. These birds, we feed them on starter pellets. These are called starter pellets. They feed on this food for 2 weeks. This food has all the food nutrients.
Isn't it hard?
No, it is just okay for them. It is not hard. The food nutrients, when you look here, all the food nutrients which is necessary for the growth of these birds is there. Okay? All these ones, these are the crude proteins. All these ones you see here, those are the what? The food nutrients which are in this food. So, if you give the birds this food, after 14 days, they are going to be performing really very well. You will see them already weighing almost a kilo.
Okay. Butter feed for 2 weeks.
2 weeks when we feed this. So when they eat after those 2 weeks and you weigh them, you will find that the performance is really good. Okay. Yeah, so you don't again give them grower feeds. You don't give them finisher feeds. You give them this. Yeah, and then of course, when these chicks arrive at the farm, these feeders, sometimes they are big for them. So what we do, we pour some food on the floor, so that they easily access what? Food anywhere. Okay? If you only put in these feeders and you put there, some of them even don't know that this is something carrying food. So they keep learning this thing as they eat down. They learn that there is some other food where in this feeder. So that's what we do in the brooder house.
They are now learning anything that already feed.
Yes, they are now learning that they eat down, they go here, they find, they learn. So after like 2-3 days, we stop putting food down here. Because also when they continue, so now they are running that way because we are talking. But you see how here they are not here. So for them they hear that noise. This one is disabled. So with the brooding, once you master brooding, this project is just good for you. But once you fail to manage here, everything is failing. Because if you fail here, then what will you raise?
This is the crucial part.
Yes, this is where everything begins from. Everything begins. Then there is something I was forgetting. When you're brooding, this water, if you look, it is all the drinkers are far from the heat. You put them a bit far from this head. But you can go and find some other people put the water near the heat. Now what happens, the other glucose which we put here, it will just get spoiled. Because the heat is now overburning the water. And instead of yes, it reacts. And instead of the birds taking water, they take instead tea. So you put the water a bit far from the source of heat.
Okay, so the water should not be near the heat.
Yeah.